Day 20 Vlogmas, you guys. Okay, first off, I just say how much I needed that sleep last night. I meditated before bed. It was so peaceful, such a great vibe. And I just spent my morning cleaning. I did dishes, I put away clothes, I vacuumed, I did all the things, okay? And that was needed for the mental clarity, because now that my space is clean, I feel like I can now focus on bigger and more important things, because I haven't really cleaned my house like I did this morning in a week. I at least am doing a deep clean once a week just because that's the way I am. I love being clean, and to be honest, I'm cleaning every day if I notice little things, just because my OCD will be like, nope, gotta fix that. But I'm about to wrap some gifts. I'm gonna film that over a time lapse, and then I've got to go babysit. We're just gonna have a really fun, productive day. I feel like I've already been very productive. I also reached out to clients, had check-ins. We got a lot done so far, and it's only 1:30, so I'm very proud of myself. I just took like a 20-minute break because moving and moving and moving, sometimes I don't know when to stop, and that's when I'm like, oh, we're going downhill. But honestly, guys, also, it's so funny how I feel like God tests me in certain ways, whether it's with situations, people, just things in general, and I'm always finding myself like learning and growing through these things, and I'm just so proud of myself. But I want to get started because I actually have to leave in about an hour and a half. And also, here is the reveal of my hair. I did not do anything to it, so this is my hair just dried naturally, but the color, look at how vibrant. Honestly, it looks so good, and that's why I'm like, I knew getting those 2 bottles of hair dye was gonna do what I needed it to do, because overall it was still pink, it just needed a fresh touch up. The hair's so bad. And honestly, my skin feels really good, other than this spot right here. And right here, I'm breaking out a little bit, but my skin feels good. And I don't know, I'm saying, I think it's because of natural beauty. I've been using this now for about 5 to 6 days, I believe. And honestly, I feel like it's starting to kick in. I can't wait to see the rest of the month to just see how my face progresses. But I know like these small little breakouts could also just be from a little bit of stress I've been having, and also using a brand new supplement. But I'm very excited for that. I'm gonna get to wrapping these gifts. It's so weird, Christmas is in less than 5 days. We've got a lot going on the next few days. So stay tuned, you guys, because you haven't even seen the rest of it yet.
Now don't you act so coy. Let us go and fill all the little children's hearts with joy. Rudolph, my dear, you know the forecast ain't clear. So will you please light the way and lead old Santa sleigh? Yeah, lead old Santa. time. One more time. Yeah. Somebody help me now. Hold on, I got one more. Rudolph, pretty please. Don't be such a tease. Let's have some fun and go make this a Merry Christmas for everyone. Merry Christmas for everyone. Merry Christmas for everyone.
If you were a character in a holiday movie, who would you be and why? Already, I'd be Kevin McAllister from Home Alone. Why? Because he lived life. And honestly, if I was alone in New York with my dad's satchel bag, I don't know if I'd really be as smart as he was, but I'm sure I would figure it out. I honestly think that that movie is such a classic. I think the newer Home Alones don't even compare. I haven't even watched the few newer ones, but just the simple fact that this little 8-year-old, 9-year-old boy got to go on these wild adventures, like even just filming the movie, I'm sure I think would be such a cool experience. But Kevin McAllister for sure, that kid is the Christmas kid, I swear. And honestly, I watch Home Alone every single year during this time of season at least 3 to 4 times. I think this year I've already watched it 3 times. All right, this next question says, what's the most impactful piece of advice you've received on your journey as a content creator and fitness trainer? This, I feel like I could have so many different answers for, but just start. Like, don't try to figure out like all the steps and what you need to do in the beginning. Just start and figure it out as you go. I feel like if my 18, 19-year-old self was aware of that, I feel like I'd achieve more than I did back then. But now that I'm in that state of mind, I'm conscious of that. I feel like I've seen so much growth in the past 2 years than I really have most of my life. And it's just really empowering. So just start whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's getting in the gym, starting a new business, starting a new hobby, maybe it's going to a class, like whatever it is. If you're scared, go for it. Don't fear failure. Being a failure is different than failing. Like, you have to fail in order for yourself to think of new ideas, think of new outcomes that could potentially be the thing that you need it to be for that thing to succeed. So that would be my wisest piece of advice. And honestly, that's what I would have wanted my 18-year-old self to hear. Because I feel like then I just made things a lot harder for myself. And once you just start and get into whatever it is, like, you realize that, oh, everything is like a puzzle piece. I have to work on things one step at a time, 1% better. Application will create that transformation in small ways. Small goals lead to big results also. So that's just another prime, I guess you could say, quote or mantra. The next question says, what's a personal mantra or affirmation that keeps you motivated during challenging times? This is actually something that I've had to reprogram my mind with saying like 10, 20 times a day. And it's honestly just helped me take control of that present moment when I'm feeling like I'm off or things are just hard. But I'm aligned. I am right where I need to be. What is this moment teaching me? How can I learn from this? Everything always works out for me, no matter how it seems at any given point in time. That is something I will repeat to myself repetitively, because I always know that everything you go through is exactly what you're supposed to go through to excel you to the next point in your life. And that's why it's so important to live in the present moment, because so many of us are caught up in the past and worrying about the future, when we should just focus on the now and being in the present moment. Because the more we are, I feel like the more we align ourselves with our bigger purpose. And honestly, I definitely have been experiencing that this year. That is something that also this year has definitely opened my mind to. I've become more optimistic about challenges and just hard times in general. And I definitely feel like I've gotten better with my anxiety attacks. I don't want to say I'm perfect at it because I don't think I ever will be, but I definitely am in that sense where I can take control over it if I really put that effort in, you know? Okay, this next question is kind of funny, but it says, if you could transport your viewers anywhere in the world for a workout session, where would it be and why? And the first thing that comes to mind is one of those like outdoor jungle gyms like on a beach. So I'm gonna say Hawaii somewhere and on one of those outdoor beaches. And why? Because they just look so cool. I think it would be so fun also to just see a little community there doing a group workout together, and honestly just having so much fun because you're on the beach. You can go into the ocean after, you can tan after, play volleyball, whatever you want. So honestly, that would be such a vibe. This little guy will not stop attacking my tree and the presents. So we're gonna hold him because he's making so much noise. And honestly, if he messes up my presents, I will be very upset. He is a baby, he doesn't know. I have to figure out how to train him like, no, Pumpkin, you can't do that, because I've had him for a month and a half at this point, and he still doesn't know not to go in my tree. I don't call that bad parenting, I call that orange cat. But you're so cute. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there. The next question says, share a funny or unexpected story from your journey as a content creator that we may not know. I'm guessing we would be like my community, the people who follow me. So honestly, I don't think people really know that I've basically been doing stuff like this since I was like 9 years old. I had like a really cheap camera, and me and my sisters, I would force them to do this. But we would put on shows for my family. We would do cooking shows. Like, I wanted to be a YouTube vlogger so bad. It's because I grew up watching vloggers on YouTube all the time, and I honestly love that today, being 23 years old, it's my passion, it's my career, it's what I do full time. And sometimes I have to remind myself, like, you knew this was something you wanted to do. I've taken TV media classes, and I went to college actually for radio, television, and film the first 3 years I was in college, and that was something that I feel like really sparked that creativity to want to be in this kind of world. And I also want to start acting and maybe singing one day. Like, all of these things I feel like come along with me just wanting to be on camera. And like I said, this has always been something I've wanted to do, and it's just crazy to see where I'm at now. Like, 10-12 years ago. So I'm just excited for these next 10 years because I'm actually doing this intentionally and with a purpose, more so than like getting wrapped up in my own head, because I thought back then that I would never get anywhere with it. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do this because I don't have that and this. So I would say that's a really cool story that I don't share often. I mean, like, nobody really asks either. I don't know if anybody really cares, but I think it's pretty cool. All right, we've got a couple more questions. This one says, what is a project that you are working on in the next year that combines with your job and your content? I don't really want to share too much of what I have visioned, but most definitely an upgrade to my fitness app and also content in general. And I know that sounds very broad, but for those who have been either keeping up with my journey, following, viewing my content, I feel like you guys would be able to tell the most, you know, what I'm seeing. You have to watch people's journeys, like, at some point to kind of follow along with them to see that growth. Next year is going to be so much more consistent with YouTube and just posting regularly. This year was definitely a grounding year where I feel like I was learning a lot, understanding things. I don't know. And also I'll share a little bit about my podcast. I definitely want to start bringing guests on next year. I feel like I had a solid year of uploading consistently every week myself, and I really want to talk with other people. So connecting is also something that I feel like, I don't want to say is a project, but it's just something that I feel like I'm trying to put myself out there to meet the right connects, if that makes sense. If you could gift everyone in the world one thing, what would it be and why? Honestly, unconditional love from whether that's like, say like myself or just in their lives, to always feel like they have somebody who loves them, supports them, motivates them, pushes them, is there for them through everything. I feel like it's so hard now these days to find that authentically and genuinely from people. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people struggle, you know, with just feeling like they're alone. So I feel like I would do that. I feel like it would make everyone just feel more at peace, and knowing that, you know, the whole world may be against me, but this one person believes in me and is supporting me and is here for me and is showing up for me and is telling me you're gonna get through this. Like, I think there's no better feeling than just knowing that, because it allows you to also, you know, have the same kind of gratitude for them, but also towards other people. So who knows, maybe that would just make the world a happier, peaceful, better place. Okay, this last one is just, what did you ask for Christmas this year? Honestly, you guys, so my computer broke at the end of last month, and that was a blow because my phone's broken. I don't have a camera yet, which is what I'm saving for. I'm trying to save for a car. My headphones broke 2 months ago. My Beats that I've had for like 10 years, they finally said goodbye to me. I asked for some things that I've had, but know that like I need still, because the list that I have right now of things that I want to get is honestly a lot. And right now I'm also trying to look at getting a bigger place soon. We've got this little guy, my dog, and honestly with it just being me and my boyfriend here, it would just be so nice to have a bigger space. There's just a lot of things on my list right now, but specifically for my mom, she said send me 3 things you want. I'm pretty sure I sent her Beats. What else did I send her? I sent her Beats, literally the same ones I had because I loved them. I asked her to get my phone fixed because it's $100, and I have to get my phone fixed in order to trade it in. So I figured that would be a good gift, because then my phone's paid off, I can get a new phone. This year though, like, I don't really know. I didn't really ask my mom for much. I feel like my mom knows me pretty well. But I really do want a camera. I don't think most of my family knows that. My boyfriend knows that. But I just cannot wait to get a camera so I can transfer from using my phone to a camera, so I can also use my phone to film and my camera. Something I have been craving recently is just to have 2 different point of views, like with my content, and also I really want an iPad. I don't think I asked for that though, but those are things that I feel like I do want. And here comes my cat again. Are you gonna be good? Are you gonna be good? You can't see my hands, so we can't do anything. But yeah, you guys, those were actually really fun questions. I picked the best ones out of the handful that I got. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I have got a lot of editing to do. I've got 4 loads of laundry to do. This has been the longest all year. I put it off just because of how busy I've been. So we're gonna do that, get a good night's rest, and I shall see you guys in the morning. But thank you again so much for tuning in. Make sure to like this video and turn on my post notifications so you are notified when I post my next video. I'm trying to get on an earlier schedule because they have been getting uploaded at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So I'm gonna work on that, but stay tuned because it is already 4 days till Christmas and 3 weeks till my birthday. Literally insane. There's gonna be so much fun content over the next few days too. So I'm excited for that. Here he goes, guys. Look at how big he's getting. Pumpkin. Anyway, love you guys, and as always, I will chat with you on the next video.